Let's open this up. Rohan Gupta, spokesperson of the BJP, will be joining us shortly. Niladri Bhattacharya, political analyst, will join us as well. But Sharath Ali, political analyst, and Pranay Agarwal, political analyst as well, join us on this broadcast. Pranay Agarwal, who is exactly misleading this sort of fear that seems to be emanating? Which side of the political spectrum do you think it's coming from? Because both sides believe that it's the other side that's trying to spread this misinformation, and what it really seems is not the case, that there's much more than what meets the eye.
My considered view on this issue is that, we should rise above party politics and see this move from a more humanitarian angle, right? It is not about petty politics. It is not about vote banks or pandering to a particular community. I would say it is India's humanitarian responsibility to give shelter to the persecuted, right? So this is not about religious discrimination. It is about persecution. And India has always been the natural home for those who have nowhere else to go. Whether it was the Parsis who were fleeing from Iran, Islamic persecution in Iran thousands of years back, to the more recent case of Tibetan Buddhists during Nehru's times. So this is very much in keeping with India's open arms approach, and it is integral to India's civilizational ethos. Simply put, those who oppose this move, I ask them कि how can you expect कि जो India है वो Hindus और other religious minorities को literally मौत के मुंह में कैसे झोंक दे? Right? We have a duty to protect the vulnerable, and the Hindus and other religious minorities in these Islamic republics, they are relegated to second-class citizenship status. Right? So एक basic human right की बात है, ये politics की बात नहीं है. अगर हम statistics को देखें, I mean they shout loud and clear. पाकिस्तान में नॉन मुस्लिम्स जो एट द टाइम ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस अराउंड 23% थे, अब लेस देन 4% रह गए. बांग्लादेश में नॉन मुस्लिम जो 22% थे एट द टाइम ऑफ पार्टीशन, अब लेस देन 8% रह गए. अफगानिस्तान में हैंडफुल ऑफ और द लास्ट रेमिनेंट्स ऑफ सिख्स एंड हिंदूज, दे हैव हैड टू आल्सो लीव अफगानिस्तान. और ये कोई हम बहुत डिस्टेंट पास्ट की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, ये हम आज की बात कर रहे हैं. मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स ने डेटा भी पुट आउट किया है. मोर देन 2000 Hindus have, there have been more than 2,000 cases of violence against Hindus in Bangladesh since the overthrow of the Sheikh Hasina regime. So, a continuing genocide hai of the Hindus in the Islamic republics, and it is basic humanity, I would say. हमारी एक moral obligation है, एक civilizational duty है to offer protection to the persecuted religious minorities.
Political analysts, experts, opposition parties are saying that there is some sort of vision for cultivating this vote bank, especially as far as West Bengal is concerned. Can that totally be brushed aside?
Poonam, there is no denying that BJP is a political party. It is the largest political party in the world. So, if it has a political intent, I would say so be it. Very frankly, whether the TMC benefits from vote consolidation, whether the BJP benefits from Hindu votes, I would say that is a secondary matter. Right? So BJP is a political animal. You have to accept it. And if it has a political intent, it may be so. But this move has to be commended for its humanitarian consideration. And any move, I would say, which is pro-Hindu is not to be viewed as anti-Muslim. It is not about excluding Muslims. It is about offering protection to the persecuted religious minorities in the Islamic countries. It is not about vote banks the way I see it. It is about saving lives. Right? जब 12 साल की हिंदू बच्ची को सिंध में किडनैप करके उसका जबरदस्ती she is forced into marriage, उसकी फैमिली को रिफ्यूज दिया जाता है, तो क्या वो कम्युनलिज्म है या वो ह्यूमैनिटी है? राइट? दूसरी बात, अगर बीजेपी को केवल हिंदू वोट की चिंता होती, बट दिस लॉ इज नॉट ओनली अबाउट हिंदूज, इट ऑल्सो एक्सटेंड्स टू बुद्धिस्ट एंड जैन्स हु आर मिनिस्क्यूल, politically insignificant. It also extends to Christians and Parsis.